A young man has escaped jail time for his part in the deaths of 4 people killed when their car crashed while street racing near Hamilton. 21-year-old Dylan Cossey was today sentenced in the High Court in Hamilton to 1 year of home detention, 400 hours of community work and disqualification from driving for 7 years. He was found guilty at a trial in February of 4 counts of manslaughter, 1 of racing and 1 of failing to stop to ascertain injuries. Cossey was racing with another car on State Highway 3 in June 2016 when that car passed his and then lost control, ploughing into a van. Our Waikato reporter Andrew McRae has been in court.
The 4 people who died in the crash were aged 19, 20, 24 and the driver Lance Robinson, who was 28. Cossey had momentarily slowed down as Mr Robinson sped past him and seconds later lost control. In a victim impact statement, the mother of Hannah Strickett-Craze, Erica Strickett-Fraser, said her sense of loss is unbearable.
It's a battle every day to drive past that crash site on my way to work and on the way home.
She told Cossey that he should look at the sentence as an opportunity to move forward in a positive direction.
And to do something wonderful with your lives, which is what Hannah would have done. You have a chance to live a very full and happy life. Please don't waste it. Life is precious.
Amber De Silva, the aunt of Paul De Silva, spoke directly to Cossey.
You chose to drive away from that accident, and I cannot express how angry I am that you left those kids.
Crown Prosecutor Duncan McWilliam wanted a starting point in sentencing of between 8 and 9 years and says culpability for what happened must be shared between both Lance Robinson and Cossey.
It's suggested that it was a duration of driving of around 9 minutes, but the Crown simply says that was ample time for the defendant to disengage from this pattern of driving. It was ample time for this defendant to slow down to the speed limit.
Defence lawyer Philip Morgan QC accepted there was equal blame for the racing, but said blame for the deaths of the 4 people did not mainly rest with his client.
The jury's verdict does not establish is that Mr Cossey's driving was the sole cause, and what the verdict of the jury does not establish is that the driving of Mr Cossey was the primary cause.
Mr Morgan thought a starting point of 3 years was more appropriate. Justice Hinton says while Cossey was racing, he wasn't the driver who lost control.
There was no additional action by you which caused the driver of the other car to lose control, such as aggressive driving or a dangerous passing manoeuvre. You were in your lane and you decelerated, albeit only immediately prior to the accident.
Justice Hinton says Cossey, while remorseful, believed the accident was not his fault.
The fatal flaw in your thinking is it ignores the effect your racing and your bad driving had on Mr Robinson's driving. You both played a part in the tragic deaths and the injuries.
Speaking outside the court, Amber De Silva wasn't happy with the sentence.
Home detention, they still have the luxuries of Sky TV, Netflix,
good food,
Uber Eats.
Yep.
They've got they've got the luxury of having a hot shower,
parents running around
privately. They've got all those luxuries of being with their parents and having that relationship with their family, having their family over.
They can still have relationships.
What was the point?
A person in the car with Cossey, 20-year-old Stephen Jones, had his sentencing on racing, failing to stop and trying to pervert the course of justice adjourned today to allow for a further probation report. In Hamilton for Checkpoint, Ko Andrew McRae.